It's time now for our Proceed halftime update. If you need seed, think Proceed. With us today, Northwest District Sales Manager Stephen Keller. Great to have you here, sir.
Thanks for having us.
So let's talk about, I think a lot of farmers, the commodity price have been down. Maybe looking, hey, is there some financing programs out there to help me out? What do you guys have to offer?
Well, we offer a couple finance programs. One we call Farmer's Choice. That would be prepaid interest till January 1st of 2016 on a $5,000 purchase or more. And then we'll move to the Farm Plan, which is 0%, a delayed payment, deadline of January 5th for that particular program, no interest, delayed payment. And then if we miss that date, we can go into March. And we get prime rate and no payment till December 1st.
Nice. Also, what are you guys doing to help out with weed resistance for the soybeans?
Well, weed resistance, currently we're selling Liberty Link. We have 12 varieties going from a 008 all the way up to a 1.3. Fantastic agronomics, great yield. We also have a new product called Extend available to farmers. We're booking seed now. We will not release the seed unless China approves the trait, and that would be Roundup and dicamba or Banville. So it's going to be a killer process for Roundup resistant weeds. Liberty Link, Extend.
Thank you very much, Stephen Keller. We appreciate it. Again, if you need seed, think Proceed. Stay with us. We're going to go over first half highlights right after this.
Welcome back to the Proceed Halftime Report. Our score is 41-0 North Dakota State. Let's get you into the first half highlights, and there were a lot for North Dakota State. We're going to start you off here with Senior Day. Of course, Carson Wentz surprising everyone coming out in pads. What a great moment there for the fans to see him in pads one last time for the regular season. Obviously, he wasn't going to play. He's got the wrist injury, but that's neither here nor there because, well, they didn't need the offense to start the game off because we get a strip sack here. And Caleb Butler comes up with the touchdown in the end zone. That's a way to start the game off.
That was awesome.
Gives NDSU a 7-0 lead. That play was on a third down, by the way. And then the defense, well, they come up big again. Brad Ambrosius, maybe call him Odell Brad Ambrosius Beckham Jr. One-handed interception to put the Bison in position. The Bison would go 11 plays, 49 yards, capped off by this 1-yard touchdown run from King Frazier after the PAT. He needed a yard. He got a yard and an inch. That makes the score 14-0. And then as we close out the first quarter, the defense coming up big again. MJ Stump will eventually force the fumble here. Greg Menard recovers for the Bison, and they are in business to start the second quarter. In the second quarter now, on the ensuing possession, the Bison need to go just 6 plays, 24 yards as we take a look at the second quarter highlights now, I believe. There we are. This is a 4-yard touchdown pass from Easton Stick to Connor Wentz, capping off again a 6-play, 24-yard drive. The PAT here, no good, so the Bison up 20-0. Later in the quarter, Dimitri Williams. We haven't called his name too much because he's been hurt for most of the season, but a 27-yard rush for the freshman. What about the speed there, Chris?
That was fantastic. See some jets on him.
That was a 2-play, 60-yard drive, just 35 seconds, and then here it is.
There it is.
The record breaker. I don't know if Zach Raw understands that you don't have to go over a defender to catch the football, but he does it again. Another great nominee. Initially ruled an incompletion. After the review, you can see he has the ball. His 27th touchdown reception in the green and gold. Zach Raw, now your all-time touchdown receiving leader. That capped off a 3-play, 17-yard
So
drive.
happy for him, man. Especially on a catch like that. Just great to see.
How great is that to see Coach Kleiman hugging him there after they reviewed the play. 34-0 at that point, and then the Bison execute a very nicely done 2-minute drill to cap off with a Bruce Anderson receiving touchdown, his first receiving touchdown of the half. Now our first half stats brought to you by North Dakota Certified Seed Producers. And Chris, this one is simply just all NDSU, and that's what we thought it would be as we came into this. The score, the rushing yards, the total yards, 67 yards. I don't think we've seen a number that low since the, dare I say, North Dakota game, where the Bison were able to hold an opponent to that minimal amount of yards, and of course the 3 turnovers looming large.
Two things that jump out to me. One is time of possession, because you've seen obviously so many points off of from the defense, stouting them. Time of possession is actually
pretty equal for both teams here. But what I'm loving to see, Alex, you and I talk about this almost every week, very physical performance in the first half from NDSU. I mean, you can hear the pads, the helmets cracking, which is music to my ears.
Easton Stick going 13 of 18 through the air with 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. Leading rusher, King Frazier, he only has 39 yards on 7 attempts, but he hasn't really needed to be relied upon too much. And they are spreading the wealth around quite a bit. We've seen Chase Morlock.
Short fields because of the turnovers.
Right,
so.
and we've seen Chase Morlock with a few good runs in there as well. The Bison simply just dominating in this game, and I mean, I don't know what you can say about it, but it's 41-0, and the Bison look poised to go to 9-2 and have a share of the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Now, I say share, and I'll tell you why. Next, we're going to go around the Missouri Valley and take a look at scores going around the rest of the country. We'll do that next here on the Proceed Halftime Report. Welcome back to the Proceed Halftime Report. All of the Missouri Valley Football Conference teams in action against each other this week. Let's take you around the valley as we take a look at some of these scores here. In the first game, the one that has Bison fans, this one is final. Illinois State has improved to 9-2 overall, 7-1 in the conference. They beat South Dakota today at home, 46-0. So if the Bison hold on to their score, again, our score at halftime of North Dakota State, Missouri State, 41-0. If the Bison hold on and with Illinois State winning today, it looks like it will be a shared Missouri Valley Football Conference title for the second straight year. And how about this? Youngstown State falling to Indiana State, 27-24. Bo Pelini losing the last 2 games there for the Penguins. And we move on to the next page here. South Dakota State and Western Illinois locked at a really tight game, 10-3 at halftime there. Of course, SDSU looking to improve to 9-2 overall as well. And they are 5-2 in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. And Southern Illinois and Northern Iowa kicked just about 25 minutes ago. That game is still in the first quarter, and it is scoreless. When we come back, we're going to talk second half right here on the Proceed Halftime Report. Welcome back to the Proceed Halftime Report. 41-0 our score. Chris, second half. I mean, normally here we talk about adjustments, but do you need to adjust on a 41-point half? I guess the one downside is the turnover that Chase Morlock had, the fumble there. You want to hang on to the football, but really I think maybe just getting out of this unscathed.
I was going to say, healthy. I think they coach him up on that in the film, but right now they're going to say, hey, let's make sure we get the second stringers in, get some backup, some reps, just in case something goes awry in the playoffs. These guys get some real game reps, and I think you're going to see a lot of great backup time for guys today. Yeah, we'll probably see Cole Davis come in at quarterback for the Bison for the majority of the second half. That'll do it for the Proceed Halftime Report. We're going to kick you back out to the Fargo Dome second half right now. Brian Shawn, Lee Timmerman, and Beth Gould. Thanks for joining us.